Hello, besties. First of all, I'm sorry about the fan. It's staying on. I'm not gonna turn it off. It's very hot. For this week's video, I wasn't really sure what to do because I have not been reading very much this week. I'm actually reading this, Vita and Virginia's Love Letters. It was about time, but it is taking me a while because the letters, I feel like you shouldn't just read them back to back, you know? That is what I do, but like, I can't do too much of it. So I'm going through these very slowly and I do not have much to say to you about any new material. So what I decided to do instead is an idea that I stole. All the best ideas are stolen, don't lie. I stole it from my bestie Alex, and I think Jack has done it also. No, I'm pretty sure he has. Yeah, well, we're all doing this, so it's cool. I'm doing it too. What I'm gonna do is I'm going into my Goodreads account and I'm going to see which books that I've read are the best ones, according to Goodreads. Because I might not agree, or I might. We will see. There she is again. Alright, I managed to get Goodreads running, but of course I had to change my password twice in order to get it on my laptop because they're called passwords because they pass through your brain the second you confirm them. They're gone. Passed through, like nowhere to be found. Anyway, my books. Right, let's go to my books. I have 248 books listed as read. Quite a nice number. Anyway, let's go to average rating. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so the one all the way on top with an average rating of 4.82. I am terrible with numbers. Bear with me here. With an average of 4.82, we have Prisoner of Azkaban by Susie Miller. Because anyone who's seen that would give it 5 stars. Except for apparently some people, because it's not 5 stars. The next one with a 4.62 average is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. That's book 7, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can see why. But like, we're not going into the... Yeah, good. The next one with 4.58 average is The Prisoner of Azkaban, which makes sense. I would probably have put that one above the Deathly Hallows, but whatever. I get it, kind of. The next one with a 4.58 average, The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. I like this book well enough. I gave it 4 stars, but I thought it was a little bit too preachy for a children's book. Like, it just has a lot of like beautiful lines, but like it doesn't really work as like a story, right? Which is kind of more the vibe you would expect from a children's book. Like, I do not think that a child would genuinely enjoy that book, but I did. So, and a lot of other people also did, but like, that's why I gave it 4 stars and not 5. And also the artwork is just stunning. It's beautiful. The next one is Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. The next one is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Honestly, I again would have put the Goblet of Fire above the Half-Blood Prince and probably also the Deathly Hallows, but it's fine. With a 4.55 average is A Letter from Birmingham Jail by Martin Luther King Jr., which makes sense. That was good. I do not remember too much of it, but it was good. Next one with a 4.53 is a very recent read of mine, and it's The Fire Next Time. In my last video, I didn't really give a very in-depth review of it because my mind was scrambled. I was not okay. But yeah, I did think that one was very interesting. I like the part about religion the most, and I thought that there was some really brilliant, beautiful quotes in it that I did underline, but I guess I'm not gonna go in depth in this video either because I don't have the book here with me, so I can't tell you. But I did think it was good, and I gave it 4 stars. Also 4.53 average is The Last Olympian, Percy Jackson. I don't remember what no, I do remember what my favorite Percy Jackson was. And the last one was good, but my favorite was the 3rd book, the one with the labyrinth. Zoe Nightshade. If you are free on Thursday night, call me. Next one with 4.5 average is The Order of the Phoenix, which no, it's not. What? Are you guys okay? Like, no. Like, before the Chamber of Secrets and the Sorcerer's Stone? No. You are all liars. Anyway, also 4.5 is The Hate U Give. I read this years ago. I don't remember much of it. Well, I gave it 4 stars, so I guess I liked it too. I remember thinking the movie was better, maybe? But I guess this was at a point where I didn't really like YA anymore. And in that case, movies tend to bring across the message a bit faster, in like the same capacity, if you know what I mean. Then with a 4.48 average is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Yeah. Next one with also 4.48 is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. 5 stars for me. In case you were wondering why my bunny's name is Hugo, there you go. There you go. Anyway, the next one with 4.47 average is In the Dream House. I agree. So true. I talked about it in my Jodie Comer video. Did I talk about it in another video too? Well, I hauled it in the London Book Haul video, but I did go quite in depth on that one in the Jodie Comer video. So if you want to see my review on that, watch that video. And the next one with also 4.47 numbers is Homegoing by Agiati, which I gave 5 stars. I get why that's here. Could have been higher, but fine. And here we have my first 1-star read that came out on Goodreads with a 4.45 average. Not thanks to me. The House in the Cerulean Sea. Fuck that book. Fuck it. I hate it. I'm willing to die on that hill. It was bad. Do what you will with that. There. We needed some negativity in this video, right? It would have been boring if I just agreed with everything. Moving on. Another 4.45 average, Where the Crawdads Sing, which I get because it's a very popular book. I gave it 3 stars. I thought it was fine. I think I'm gonna see the movie this week-ish. I have no further emotions about it, but I do love Daisy Edgar-Jones, so. Next one with 4.43 is The Chamber of Secrets. Should have been The Order of the Phoenix, but it's okay. Next one with 4.42 is Stonebridge Blues. I'm glad to see like some of my actual favorites in this list, because it means I have incredible taste. I tell you to read it at the end of every video, and I will tell it to you now instead of at the end. Go download Stonebridge Blues from the link in the description. It's free, it's legal, read it, talk to me about it. I promise it's good because it has a 4.42 average on Goodreads, and Goodreads is a harsh place. So do not just trust me, also trust all those other people. With a 4.41 average, Pride, the unlikely story of the true heroes of the miners' strike. It's a story behind the movie Pride. Yeah, the book is fine. It's very non-fiction-y, but you know, that's kind of the point. It was good. I love that movie, by the way. I rewatched it again recently, and it stays good. It's fantastic. That was 20 books. How much did I do? 25? I think 25 is a number that makes sense. With a 4.41 average rating, we get The Battle of the Labyrinth. Zoe Nightshade. Wait, that's book 4? Wait, book 3 is not the one with the labyrinth. I'm sorry, I'm not that well versed in the Percy Jackson series. I read them all, but I don't remember the details the way I do with the Harry Potter series. I know my priorities are fucked, but that's just the way it is. I can't help it. I think I jumped on the Percy Jackson train a bit too late for it to really make that much of an impact on me. I don't know what book 3 is. Well, I'm gonna look it up now, aren't I? The Titan's Curse. What? Whichever one is the one with Zoe Nightshade, that one was my favorite. Ooh, we have another 1-star. With a 4.41 average, we have The Martian, which I hated. My problem with this book is that it was extremely technical. Like, every single detail was explained to death. This man, this writer, and I respect it because he put so much research into this. It's literally insane, but I don't want to read all that. I don't care. I don't care about literal rocket science. I do not give a shit. It was too much. It was too much, and also, like, everything kept going wrong, and it was so stressful to read, but, like, also you knew it was probably gonna be fine. But, like, everything that could go wrong, even though he did so much research, even though this guy knew literally everything and he was a fucking genius, everything still kept going wrong, and it was so fucking stressful. I did not have a good time reading this at all. But one thing I will give this book is that it taught me how to speed read like a maniac. Before this book, I didn't know how to speed read. I couldn't do it, and now I can skim like a master because of this book. Maybe I should have given it an extra star just for that, but I didn't. It was a 1-star read for me. Sorry. Ooh, the next one, interesting. This is one that is very popular that I have not talked about on this channel yet, and it's The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller, which has a 4.39 average on Goodreads. Now, I didn't hate this book. I'm actually not scared to talk about this one. I didn't hate it. I really liked the first half of it. It was amazing. It's beautiful, it's lyrical, it's brilliant, right? We all agree on that. The part that I didn't like, which turned it into 4 stars rather than 5, was the war. And you know what? It's not Madeline Miller's fault, because that's history, right? That's how it actually happened. But for me, it was just so tiresome to read about the same war that went on for 12 years, that had the exact same things going on every single day for 12 years. At some point I just stopped caring. It took me like 2 months to get through that book, and at that point that was like a very long time for me, and I read it in 2018, so like I wasn't that fast of a reader at that point, and this book didn't help. Maybe if I reread it now I could get through it faster, and then maybe the war wouldn't be such a bore to me, but at that point it wasn't really working for me. Sorry, but it's still 4 stars, and I still see why everybody loves it so much. It's just that I hate reading about war. I don't like it. Moving on. With a 4.39 average is Ivy Aberdeen's Letter to the World by Ashley Herring Blake. Ashley Blake Herring? Blake Ashley Herring. There's a lot of names. Anyway, I gave it 3 stars. I wasn't too hyped about it, but that is because this book is a middle grade book, and it was very cute, but it was not written for me, because I'm an adult. That's all. I like that it's been rated so highly by other people. That is cute. And then the next one with a 4.38 average is X Alles en Niets, which is a book by a Dutch person, influencer? I don't know if they're really an influencer, but they're a non-binary person who did some interviews and photo shoots with a lot of other non-binary people, and it's like this collection of their stories and their photographs, and you know, they're just talking about what their identity means to them and how they go about life. I liked it. I liked reading it. I gave it 4 stars myself, because I think the reason it wasn't 5 is because it didn't really go into depth that much, because like every person just gets like 1 page, so it doesn't really go into like the ins and outs of their lives. But it is a really beautiful book. I think it's only, well, I know it's only available in Dutch. You can order it from their website though, which I guess I'll link below. If you're Dutch, I would recommend it, especially if you are non-binary. It's a good one to have lying around on the coffee table. It has a lot of stories in there that I really relate to, that are like, I would let my mom read this, and then she maybe would understand a little bit better. So those are the 25 best books I have read according to Goodreads. I agreed with some of them, didn't agree with others of them. That's life. I'm probably also going to do the worst books I've read according to Goodreads, which might actually be more interesting, because I feel like with books that people rate low, there's a bit more nuance to that, I think. Whereas with these, they are just the most popular books, so they have the highest ratings. I don't know what's gonna end up being in my least best books. What? Worst books, right. That's the word for that. Like, subscribe, comment. Please comment. I love comments. And come back next week. Please. Bye!